What's going on, guys? My name is iMissTooMuch, and today we're going to be playing Unexpected End, which is kind of an escape room-esque game by Freetme Farmers, which approved my key request through Keymailer, so I got this key for free, just to go ahead and get the disclaimer out of the way. I don't really know exactly what this game's supposed to be at the current moment, just because I've only played like a little bit of it, and there's not really that much information about it right now. So instead of just sitting here and doing an intro forever, let's go ahead and begin.
Fuck. Oh, what just happened? What a headache, but what am I doing here? Is this car mine? It looks like I've crashed.
All right, we just started the game, and since it's an early access game, the first thing we have to do is we're gonna drop that down to 1, the volume down, and we gotta apply the blur just to make sure that there's no motion blur, because I cannot stand motion blur. So basically, we crashed our nice BMW X5 into this garage that is closed. Doesn't really make that much sense, but let's go ahead and see what we can do. Now, I've played through the first little bit of this game, and honestly, some of the puzzles I think are a little tricky. There's a couple cool things about this game, like you look here, you got like a credit card. Hopefully it's not a real number, things like that. And so I'm gonna walk around here. I like the details that they kind of put into the game, like the computer screens, which we'll see a little bit later. Lights are gonna be flickering. So usually I've done this part already, which makes it a lot easier. Let's go in here.
Piece of junk.
And we can't do the lever because it's missing. So what we're going to do is walk over here. I'm not trying to make this like 100% like a walkthrough, because I really, some of the puzzles I've just been completely unable to figure out. And sometimes they're just flukes that I actually do figure them out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And because I've done this like a couple times already, we're going to go ahead and grab this tape out of this drawer. And what this is going to allow us to do, because if you don't have the tape, you try to do the lever and it doesn't stick.
This should work.
And then now you should be able to tape it.
All right.
And it should hold and keep the power on. Now, we have to find a phone. And this took me the first time because I think the layout of the room probably should be suited a little bit more towards how the game works. But the phone's all the way over here.
No line. Really?
Which is really kind of out of your way, where you directly want to be headed. I do have some thoughts on this game, and I'll probably throw it together into a review after I finish actually getting through it. But we're gonna find another way to call emergency services. So we're gonna go in here, and this is what I'm talking about, the computer. You can see right here. I can't click on it because the TV's in the way. Yeah, my way. Okay. And sometimes it kind of freezes. We got this nice little computer here, and I really like this part because if you look, you got like 24/8, you got a dark room. I don't remember how to play 2048 at all. It's been years. That was a fad when I was like, I think middle school, early high school. And then everybody kind of forgot about it. We got a little closet in here. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and try to remember where I found the phone. I don't know. A lot of this is just tricky because they hide things in this game really well. And sometimes it's about impossible to find them. So the phone's actually just in here. Pick it up. Can't do anything because apparently this girl has gone to the store, left her phone dead, which is really not a good idea. And so now it needs to be charged. So we can plug it in on an outlet here. This is just like the closest outlet I found. Actually, no, it doesn't let you do that anymore. Okay. So you have to plug it into an outlet. And if I do show you guys like how to fix things, I'm at least going to show you how I got to them. So if you walk around for a little bit, you need to find a charger, which is very conveniently hidden here. If you look, like if you walk past it, like there's really no way you could see that. Just because it blends in. But I mean, that's kind of the point. So you got to take that. You plug it in over here. You click on it. Takes a minute to load, and you're met with a pin prompt. And I tried absolutely every single number because I'm kind of in the cybersecurity track at my school. That's what I'm going to school for right now. And I, sat there and tried to reverse engineer everything. And I mean, I looked all through his computer and stuff. But if you go up here, like this is a couple things. So like this right here, I want to go ahead and touch on this a little bit. So apparently there's a guy that's stalking you. He leaves you a bunch of emails. He's basically very creepy. He's Netbeard dude. And like he starts talking about how he loves you. And then he's starting to get upset because you're apparently ignoring him. And then he starts sending you things in Portuguese, I think it is. Some other stuff. And then kind of threatens you. So your boyfriend's scared. But if you go to Facebook, you find out that you're Emma. Somewhere it says Emma Miller. I think it's on like the this thing. No, it's somewhere. But if you look over here, I sat here and tried to do the birthday because everybody does their birthday for pin numbers. I did like 10 or 1110, 1011, all that stuff. Sat there for absolutely forever figuring this out. It turns out the pin number is actually just her birthday. So we're going to go back in here to the phone and we're going to go ahead and put the pin number in. So you got 1988. Click it and you got things. And you got like little games you can play in here. There's a weather app, tells you what the temperature is outside. The clock tells you the actual time, which the computer screen actually does too. There's like a working Twitter app, kind of working Twitter app, I guess. Just shows you pictures of kittens. WhatsApp. And apparently this dude's trying to get you to basically cheat on your boyfriend, cheat on your man, homie. Or yeah, that's what that song was. Got some Google Hangouts, stuff like that. I really can't do anything through these. So what we're going to do is we still need to call emergency services, and we took the phone. And that is because the second most confusing thing I had with this game trying to figure all this out. So if you try to go, like, let's just say, go back up here really quick into the laundry room. So if you go over here, you have to call emergency services. And instead of like being in a phone thing, you have to go to contacts, go to emergencies, and you call, and you call. And since there's no reception, it doesn't let you call. And if you try literally anywhere in this house, there is no reception except one magical little outlet, which I swear I racked my brain forever doing this. And it does take a little bit to load when you're going around the corner for some reason. My computer's probably just getting old. There's an outlet right here at the kitchen. You call it and you call emergencies. And you try to call because now you have 4G LTE.
Sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
The number is not in service.